The other day, I was going through Craigslist when an unusual post caught my eye. Someone was giving away a tank for just 25 bucks, and inside were two fish that he described as man-eaters. So clearly, these aren't just any ordinary fish. According to the listing, these are some of the strangest and most unique fish we will ever own. But the photos were terrible. The water was so murky, it looked more like a swamp than an aquarium, and somehow the fish were living inside. The seller said he was moving and needed them gone today. And all he's asking is 25 bucks, so we have to save these fish before it's too late. So we jumped in the car and headed out to pay a whopping $25 for this abandoned aquarium.
All right, guys, we just bought the tank off the seller, and let me tell you what, this thing is far nastier in person than it looked in those photos. This water is dark brown, and I haven't spotted a single fish yet.
Don't worry, guys, he also threw in this stand, and of course, he added in a little twist. He said there could be other creatures living inside this tank, but the water has been so dirty that he cannot tell if they're still alive. And I don't know if that's either exciting or worrisome.
Oh my God, something right here.
Is it a fish?
Something right here. What is it?
Oh my God, dude.
It's a crawfish.
Okay, so there is other things living in here.
Oh my God.
He literally disappears in the water. All right, we know for a fact that there's creatures that are alive in here. We gotta get this tank home quick and start making them their dream home. So we raced home and hoped that the fish and other creatures were still alive.
All right, guys, we are not gonna waste any time. With a tank as dirty as this one, every second counts for these fish.
Even throwing a light on this tank and you can't even see an inch into this water. It is like a explosion cloud of smoke.
Dude definitely had some plants in here.
Yeah. We immediately started searching through the tank with our nets, hoping to find the man-eating fish. And that's when we found something we could have never predicted.
Right here, right here.
What?
Right here, something just arose.
From the top.
Holy cow, what is that? What is that? What is this?
Is that what I think that is? Bro, that's like a $300 fish.
Oh my God. That's Tigrinus.
That is a rare catfish, bro. This guy was not messing around. Those things get huge. We did not expect to find fish like this in the aquarium. There could be hundreds of dollars worth of fish inside this black water. This is a Tigrinus catfish, which is famous for its bold black and white stripes. This guy is easily one of my favorite freshwater catfish in the entire world, and they can grow to over 24 inches, which means they require massive tanks. I cannot wait to see what else is inside this water. After finding the Tigrinus, we knew this guy had to be a rare fish collector, so we kept on searching. But still, no sign of the man-eaters. We were starting to wonder if maybe this listing was a sham. And then, out of nowhere, a huge white tail flashed through the water. Go!
Right here, tail right here.
A second later, another one shot by. Wait, there's two! There's one right here too! There's two of them!
What is that?
I got him! Holy cow! There's another one in here.
Get him in the water, I'll search for the other. I'll search for the other.
Oh my, dude, this guy had some fish, dude.
He's right here, he's right here, he's right here, he's right here.
There he is.
Got him.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
And that's when we found not one, but two man-eaters.
Dude, why do these guys look so weird? They're like disformed.
They do not look like normal fish at all. What is wrong with their back?
Dude, I'm pretty sure these are short-bodied pacus, which are so closely related to piranhas. So it makes total sense why this guy called them man-eaters.
So it turns out these guys are short-bodied pacus, and they look just like piranhas. This is actually a genetic mutation that makes them look compressed and almost chunky. Even though they have a shorter length, they still get super thick and heavy and can reach up to 18 inches. The one thing they're known for is they have big human-like teeth that they use to crush. And not only did we find these rare fish inside this tank, we also found two big crawfish to go along with these fish. We've got a total of 5 creatures that add up to around $500. That is an insane score, and I can't wait to see if these pacus act like true piranhas when we show off their insane hunting skills later in the video. Oh, he just bit me!
Oh my God.
Yeah, this video is about to be epic. To start off the tank build, we got out a brand new 75-gallon stand and tank because the one we bought from the seller was just too disgusting to salvage. And while I'm working on this, I'm sending Jack to our secret tunnel spot to catch our man-eaters some live food.
I'm here at this tunnel and I'm gonna be using this net in hopes to catch some live food for our man-eaters. This is absolutely crucial because I must catch the right prey to showcase their incredible hunting ability. So wish me luck out here, let's get netting.
While Jack's out there fishing, I'm adding in some nice sand to get the aquarium up and running. Now that is some seriously nice looking sand. But I do not know what's taking Jack back so long. I really hope he's having luck out there because these fish must be starving.
I've been swiping this net in this area and I haven't even caught a single fish. I'm starting to get worried that there's nothing here. I'm gonna try this spot, which is the other side of the tunnel that should be loaded with fish. Oh, I got fish. First swipe, look at that. One swipe on the other side of the tunnel and I've already got about 10 fish and even a bonus grass shrimp. This right here might be a man-eater's favorite. After tons of swipes with a net, I was able to catch some small grass shrimp and minnows. And while I was out here, I was even able to catch a surprise fish to show Chris that's really gonna put our man-eaters to the test. Now that we got what we needed, let's get back to the warehouse and start our build. I'm back with the food and I'm ready to build this tank.
Now we're gonna be breaking this tank into 3 separate parts. The right, the middle, and the left. To kick things off, we're gonna be starting with the right side of the tank, where we're gonna be building the ultimate Amazon waterfall. And this might be the first ever aquarium with an actual waterfall, so we have to be super creative on how we're gonna build it. To kick things off, we're bringing out this Papo Soap waterfall that we bought from Amazon. We laid out all the pieces, and honestly, setup couldn't have been easier. Everything fit together perfectly. And what I really like about this one is that it's built from solid metal, so it feels super high quality and durable. It's something that is definitely going to last. This waterfall feature literally took us about 10 seconds to build. All we had to do was attach the overflow, screw on the tube, and attach to the pump. And here we go, we have our waterfall. Now this looks great the way it is, and I'm sure it'd be awesome on the tank, but I think, you know, in fish guy style, we're gonna spice it up a bit. So we got out some spray foam, moss, and began covering the entire waterfall. We first sprayed a layer of black foam along the wall, pressing patches of green moss while it was still tacky. The contrast instantly made the waterfall look like it was straight out of the wild. Now that it was complete, we set it on top of the tank and it looked amazing. Next came the pump. We placed it inside, but we couldn't leave it sitting in the open like that. So we carefully stacked river rocks around the base until the pump disappeared. And with the waterfall build complete, we filled the tank with water, and now it was time to see it in action. The moment of truth. I really hope this thing works. Drum roll, please! I hear water flow. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Woo!
That is epic!
Let's go! First ever tank aquarium with a built-in waterfall. Let's go.
You wanna talk about serious aeration right there?
I mean, that is flawless, bro. This is a real Amazon waterfall right there. So if you guys want to get yourselves one of these waterfall kits, I'll have it linked down in the description. Papo Soap also has a bunch of other great products like this awesome pond fountain kit, which I used in another build that looked great. Now that we have our epic waterfall complete, it's time to move on to the middle of the aquarium, where we're gonna be building the driftwood jungle. First, we added in a massive piece of driftwood as the main centerpiece. Paku love hiding around wood, so this is going to be perfect. And to bring it to life, we scattered smooth stones and added in some plants to give it that authentic Amazon vibe. That was lit. Already, the middle was starting to look amazing, but what we have planned for the left side is gonna take this tank to a whole nother level. This is where we're gonna be building the Rainforest Cafe, where our savage man-eaters will get to try out the craziest food, including the chance to take a bite of my own fingers. And in order to build it, we gotta get to work. So we got out a piece of wood and got to work. After some quick cuts and a lot of banging around, it was finally time for the big reveal. It was a lot of work, but we got it done. You ready for the big reveal? 3, 2, 1. Yes!
Wow,
Yes!
That's amazing, bro.
The fish's very own dining table picnic set, where they're gonna eat the craziest stuff right on the tabletop, like real men. And the finishing touch, a silver platter served to them directly. Bon appetit. We added it into the tank and scattered around some rock to make it look more natural. And little did we know, this would be their favorite spot in the whole aquarium.
With the tank build complete, it's time for one more finishing touch. The jungle itself. Check out that bad boy. Look at that. It's like the waterfall is coming straight from the jungle.
Yeah, it's a freaking jungle aquarium, dude.
All right, Chris, got a little surprise for you under here.
As always.
Underneath this fish guy shirt
Excited.
is a special edition that I caught at the tunnel.
I'll take
Place
it.
her hand right there.
What is it gonna be? I'm already thinking it could be a million other things. Let us reveal. Dude!
That's right.
You caught a wild molly?
Yeah, big one.
That's a stud. He's even got some yellow stripes on the bottom. That is gonna be quite the test for our man-eating piranhas. I don't know if they're gonna be able to take him down.
It's gonna be tough.
We'll see. Now it's the moment we've all been waiting for, adding in the fish and showing off their special abilities. First up, the Tigrinus catfish. Not gonna lie, this might be the favorite fish we found today. I'm not even kidding.
God.
That is a staple fish, and he's definitely gonna need a name, so drop it down below in the comments. That thing is crazy looking. And now it's time to add in the 2 stars of the show, the albino pacus. And not only add them in, but put them to the test. Come on, boys, here we go.
God.
Let's go.
Those
Dude,
things
they
are
look
so neat.
They look hilarious, these little short body pacus. That's insane. They already look comfortable in the aquarium. That's why I love pacus. We're instantly best friends with these guys. As soon as they entered, they cruised right through the driftwood jungle and then darted straight underneath the waterfall, enjoying the flow just like they would in the wild Amazon River. And now it's time for the ultimate test to see if these pacus are really man-eaters. So for their first course, a nice juicy steak. We placed the slice right onto the silver platter, and after a few minutes of the pacus circling the area, biting a whole bunch of things to test what was food or not, they finally made their move. One massive crunch, and they started going crazy on that steak. You can tell those pacus were using those big teeth to grind up that tough piece of steak. He looks like a crazy person, like he's eating a brain. And now it's time for course number 2, live grass shrimp. Right when we put them on the platter, it was like the shrimp completely disappeared. And clearly the pacus didn't even see that they were there. So it's safe to say they're not a fan of the shrimp. Course number 3, the surprise molly. Now will the pacus be able to take down a fish of this size? That's the question. After adding in the molly, instead of chasing it, the pacus basically became best friends with it. So it's pretty clear these guys aren't fans of live food, but they're definitely meat eaters, which had us a little nervous about the final course, our hands. We're on to course number 4, salmon. We placed the salmon on the table, and this was the true test of whether or not they were meat eaters. Within seconds, the pacus swarmed it, shredding the salmon just like a school of piranhas. They'd clamp down, then shake their jaws violently to rip off chunks of the meat, sending pieces flying everywhere. And after seeing that feeding frenzy, I'm almost positive they'll be just as interested in a taste of the human skin. And now for the final course, my hand. See if these guys really are savages. Hands going in, right on top of that salmon. Let's see if they want to bite.
Oh my God, you're nuts, bro.
Dude.
You are nuts.
I really hope these teeth actually don't make me bleed.
Oh my God.
He went for it. Oh, he just bit me.
Oh my God.
Now I can officially say I've been bitten by a man-eater. I can't believe we scored all these fish for just $25 and completely transformed their home. This has to be one of the most insane builds we've ever done and one of my favorites for sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And if you guys thought this transformation was cool, you guys have to check out Retransform the Home of a Real Shark.